Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking again very generally. I think the next few weeks, or however long it takes, I'm not going to necessarily put a timestamp on it, but the foreseeable future is going to be a little shaky, a little uneasy, enough to for people to not want any more part of this market. And I mean, I guess this video is more directed uh, to those people, or to the people that sold off their positions today. And I'm not here to berate you. I'm not here to tell you you made a mistake. If you sold your Bitcoin down at like $30,000, and now you see it come back up to 38, I'm not going to be the one to tell you you made a terrible decision. Or for the people who bought it, say like $58,000, and then saw it come back down. That's not my intention for this. It's more so a I guess like a welcoming party. Welcome to the club. This is probably your first, pretty major drop of crypto markets. Litecoin is down 30%. Basic attention token is down a quarter of its valuation for today. These times are not easy, and I'm not going to say that it gets any easier. But I implore you to stick around. I really suggest that you stick around, because these kinds of dips or even bear markets are where people really stand the most to make profit. And I don't need to tell you that in hindsight this was the best time to buy Bitcoin, or in hindsight this was the best time to buy Bitcoin. But they were, and there are a number of factors that go along with it to determine that this is a pretty good price. It's below the 20-week moving average. We just came off of several, like a year before, we were at $20,000. We came back down to three. The RSI on the monthly was extremely low, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to say is that in dips, major corrections, this is where the opportunity arises. And I know that maybe this recent move might have put you off on Bitcoin, and I can understandably agree. We've all been there, but I think that you don't even have to put money in it. I would say just check back in a few months to see where we are. Stick around. Take a look at the chart. Keep an eye on the chart for the next foreseeable future, and reconsider. For me, I bought. I bought. I didn't buy spot, but I did buy a pretty large long position here. Now large in in respects to like a single buy order, it was large. But my liquidation price is fairly low. It's actually at around $17,000, and I'm willing to buy even further down, and I have the capital for it to increase my margin, uh, to low even further lower the liquidation. So um, that's where I am, and we have a very good chance of even going further down. I'm completely aware of that. But in my experience of navigating these markets, uh, like when it's like the very cheesy kind of lines of like, when there's blood in the water, the sharks come about, and I smell blood. I'm sure a lot of people smell blood, and for some people that makes them squeamish. For some people, it draws them in. And when Bitcoin came down to $32,000, came down to 30,000, I saw that as a pretty good buying opportunity. At least for me, in my view. For you, might be totally different. Now, Those are for the people that have sold, if you want to call it capitulated, sure. But I would just say, for some people, they sold their positions, they couldn't take it. And for people who who are standing by the sidelines, that's my answer for you guys. My next one is you're in a rock and a hard place. Say you bought your position here, right? And this only applies to people who are buying off a spot. People who are on leverage, I can't help you. If it goes any further down, your potential, depending on your leverage, you're going to get liquidated, and there's no way of getting that coin back. At least on spot, you hold the asset. It will not go to zero unless you sell. And so this kind of video is more directed to them. I can't help you if you're on leverage. I use leverage, very little of it, to gain exposure. But if you're on 10x leverage, the price going down 10%, I can't help you. No amount of TA is going to help you. If the momentum price is going to go down, you are in a terrible position, and I feel bad, but I can't help you. For people who are in a bad pinch, that they bought spot, they bought Bitcoin up at this level, they bought Ethereum at a US dollar value at say like $4,000, and you do not have any capital left. You spent every dime that you were able to afford to lose into these assets, and you're stuck holding the bag. Right, you're stuck holding the bag, and I would sell. I would say not sell. I would say if you don't need the money, I would say stick around. You can use interest bearing accounts, you can use decentralized finance, and that would be my recommendation for you to consider during this time. Okay, your value appreciating assets are not appreciating anymore, but you can earn interest off of your crypto. There are several uh, projects out there that do that. You can use Celsius, you can use BlockFi, Nexo, Ledin.io, any decentralized finance like Aave. You can use Dharma is another one. You can use Coinbase has an interest bearing account, I believe. You can use Compound. You can even use Compound off of your Ledger Nano. If you have a hardware wallet, just lend through your Ledger Nano. So there are many options for you. And for me, that's kind of what I did, right? I don't have more capital at the moment to, or I do, and I will be using it, but not as much as I would like to. But to also also try to make some money during this time, I use like an interest bearing account on your crypto and earn crypto off of your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, any kind of altcoin. I understand that majority of them, the US dollar stable coins are the ones that are larger in interest over a year. I believe Celsius is about 10%. I'm pretty sure everywhere else is roughly the same. But that is something to consider. Throw your all, not all of it. I wouldn't say throw all of it, but you can throw a portion of your portfolio into one of these projects to earn interest during this time, because there is a very good chance that this just doesn't rebound and bounce off like nothing happened in a few weeks, right? Like there's a chance that happens. There is also a chance that it does, right? Like in 3 weeks time, we're back at all time highs, and here we'll be saying now like who bought the dip. But there's a very real chance. Okay, this is not like a snowball's chance. This is a real chance that Bitcoin just struggles, right? Just struggles to get back up the 20-week moving average. Struggles at this level, goes down even further. There is a real chance for that, and during that time, your Bitcoin itself is not making you money because it's not appreciating. But you can throw it into an interest bearing account. Or you can even stake it if you have Cardano or any other stakeable asset. You can do that. Tezos is another one. Just stake it. Polkadot, another one. Stake it, and earn interest off of that. Earn some money while we're in the red. And I would say at that point, you know keep an eye on the charts. But at the same time, it's crypto market's not going anywhere. Go outside. I'm in Toronto. I'm in Canada, and it's turning out to be a very nice day today. It's been a nice week so far in terms of weather, and I plan to be outside. The crypto markets will be here when you come back, I assure you, and hopefully by that time things will look a little bit more positive. But to wrap it up, to the first group of people that might have sold or are on the sidelines and are maybe just a little too squeamish now for what the price is doing, I would say just stick around. Over time, Bitcoin tends to go up. Daily price movements, even weekly price movements, pale in comparison of what Bitcoin has accomplished over the last 10 years. And I'm fairly confident that I'd rather bet on the long term macro move like this rather than be scared that this time might be different and Bitcoin's just going to go straight down. I don't subscribe to that. My money is on the long term trend. Um, and for the latter half of people, you're in a pinch. You bought at the all time high, and you don't have any more capital to average your way down. Uh, just hold on to it. I have a feeling that Bitcoin will bail you out in the end. I have a feeling that Ethereum will bail you out in the end if you bought at $4,200 or something, or $4,000. I believe that they will bail you out over time, and in the meantime, earn some interest off of it, or not. Maybe just throw it in your hardware wallet and go to the beach for a few months. Entirely up to you. It entirely depends on how you want to treat this market, right? If you're here for the very long term, if you're holding Bitcoin for the next 10 years, then frankly, you're probably not concerned about what's going on right now. If you're a bit more active like I am, that go in and out of altcoins back into Bitcoin and into stable coins, then these kind of price moves are of some relevance, and it'd be an entirely different perspective. But for those who are a little bit more active like I am, um, I think at this point for me, my portfolio is fine. I reconfigured it over the past month and a half to increase my Bitcoin position. I sold a little more than half of my entire Ethereum position back in Bitcoin, and this was before the drop even started, before even we talked about a potential break of the 20-week moving average. Because protecting your wealth is a priority, making money off of it is secondary, at least in my opinion. Everyone's going to make money in the bull market. Everyone. I'm pretty sure. Like, a lot of people are going to make money off the bull market, but a lot of people are going to lose that money too. And that's where the difference comes in. Learning how to protect your wealth. Throwing it into Bitcoin, which is less volatile. Throwing it into stablecoins, which is even less volatile. These are options that you can use to your advantage to coming through the ebbs and flows of the cryptocurrency market. So, with that said, let's take a look at the total cryptocurrency market cap for now. And we are currently at $1.66 trillion. We are right at the line at the 20-week moving average for total. Obviously, we see some instances like here where we don't quite get near it, but Bitcoin did. Because when we look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, it looks very much like Bitcoin's move, which makes sense because, a good chunk of it is Bitcoin's market cap. So it's going to look like it. However, the points of contact to the 20-week moving average are slightly different. There are less points of contact on the total cryptocurrency market cap in respect to its 20-week moving average than Bitcoin's. However, it does touch it, right? We could see instances of here where it does actually ride the 20-week moving average for quite some time. We even see some instances of it breaking below, but it's fine. At this moment, we are touching it. We actually way past that. We went down to 1.22 trillion, but we're now, holding above the 20-week moving average at this time. And as I said 3 videos ago, even if we hold the 20-week moving average, whether that's Bitcoin or the total cryptocurrency market cap, well, it just gets pushed over to the following week. Then that week will be, can we hold the 20-week moving average? But we'll keep on saying it until we see a decisive move from the total cryptocurrency market cap, um, either to the upside or the downside. My, I hope, I don't think, but I hope that even though Bitcoin is past its 20-week moving average, that the total cryptocurrency market cap will be able to hold its own 20-week moving average for a number of weeks. We don't usually see the total crypto market um, bounce necessarily off the 20-week. We haven't seen that really. I mean, the one example would have been March 20th, 2017. The other two times was a long duration, a long grind along that moving average. So, you know, if your expectation is that we're going to bounce hard, I would suggest to be open to the idea that we might be sticking around with this moving average for a little while longer. This might take 7 weeks or even longer. But despite all that, I'll be here with you the rest of the way. I'll continue to make videos in regards to Bitcoin, its price against the US dollar, as well as the altcoins that I follow, and maybe even some more altcoins in the future. Obviously, what this poses to me, especially in the altcoin market, is that this is the beginning of what a fire sale looks like. Talked about this in my previous video. If there is a real chance that we go lower, in which case altcoins get even lower. Okay, and this is your opportunity. If you're not interested in Bitcoin, you can take a look at altcoins and see that they're on an even bigger discount. I would advise that however, the further downside risk of that is if Bitcoin's unable to get above the 20-week. We know that altcoins tend to not do very well when Bitcoin's below the 20-week moving average, and therefore it's going to bleed even further. And so with that said, theoretically, like, altcoins are on a bigger discount than Bitcoin is. So that is that is also an option for you. I mean, even today you could have bought Ethereum at $1,800. Now, no one's going to time the exact bottom, but seeing a sub $2,000 Ethereum on this day and age is refreshing, humbling. And I think that's what this move really is. It's gonna humble a lot of people. Gonna really humble a lot of people, and that's about it. I mean, other than that, we'll continue to look at the markets. We'll see if it's gonna dip any further. There is a real chance it does, but in the meantime, stake your crypto, earn interest on your crypto, and buy the dip. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.